Hey, boys and girls, it's Mrs. Harris here. We are ready for our reading lesson on our e-learning day. So today we're going to be talking about characters and setting in our story, Diary of a Worm. So let's go ahead and get started by reading our objective together. Ready? I can identify the characters and setting from the story, The Diary of a Worm, by drawing and labeling my picture. So, how am I going to do my job today? Well, I'm going to use my listening ears to listen to the story so that I can draw my characters and my setting with my pencils or my crayons. Okay. Where have we practiced this before? Well, we practiced it in our story, Apple Pie, 4th of July, The Last Stop on Market Street, and Me, Jane. How am I going to know if I did my job today? Well, it's my picture from the story, Diary of a Worm. So are we going to use our story? Are we going to draw a picture from last week's story, Plants Feed Me? No, we're not. Are we going to draw a picture of ours from our story, Planting Seeds? No, it's going to be from what story? That's right. It's going to be from the Diary of a Worm. You need to use your pencil to add labels to your picture. And then you're going to make a media recording and tell Mrs. Harris and Miss Stricker the character is and the setting is. Let's say it with me again. The character is, the setting is. Good. All right. Well, what are characters and what is the setting? So let's talk about characters first. Who can tell me what a character is? That's right. I heard lots of you tell me it was a person. Everybody say a character is a person. Good. What else could it be? That's right. It could be an animal. Good. There's one more. What's one more? That's right. It could be a creature or a monster. So characters are a person, an animal, or a creature or a monster. Good. What's the setting of the story? What's the setting? That's right. The setting tells what where the story takes place at. So it could be like in the castle or in the forest, or it even can tell what time of day is it. Is it during the day and is it sunny, or is it at night, or even where it's at in the world. Good. All right, so I was thinking about our story from Me, Jane, and I was thinking, who was a character in our story, Me, Jane? Well, the character in the story, who the story was all about, was Jane. So the character in the story was Jane because she was what the story was about. And then the setting of the story was at Jane's house. Right here in this picture, she's back out in the chicken coop, but remember it took place at Jane's house. So did I draw up my picture of the character in the setting? I did, didn't I? Did I tell what the character was and where the setting was? I did. So did I do my job? Yeah, I did. So now it's your turn, but let's read our story first. Okay? Our story is Diary of a Worm. March 20th. Mom says there are three things I should always remember. The earth gives us everything we need. When we dig tunnels, we help take care of the earth. Never bother Daddy when he's eating the newspaper. March 29th. Today I tried to teach Spider how to dig. First of all, his legs got stuck. Uh-oh. Then he swallowed a bunch of dirt. That's not good. Tomorrow he's going to teach me how to walk upside down. March 30th. Worms cannot walk upside down. What happened? Do they have legs to hold on to? No, they don't. So he started falling off, and Spider helped him, didn't he? He was a good friend. April 4th. Fishing season started today. We all dug deeper. Did you guys hear something? April 10th. It rained all night and the ground was soaked. We spent the entire day on the sidewalk. Hopscotch is a very dangerous game. So look at this picture. This is a really cool picture because this is what they see from us. So this is what we look like. Think about all those worms on the ground and as we're walking outside to recess. And this is what they see, us standing on top of them, and they're worried about being stepped on. That's not very nice, is it? April 15th. I forgot my lunch today. I got so hungry that I ate my homework. My teacher made me write, I will not eat my homework 10 times. When I finished, I ate that too. Uh-oh. He's not supposed to eat his homework, and then he ate his sentences that he had to write. So I'm going to give you guys a minute to think. Who's a character in the story? All right, who'd like to tell me what a character in the story is? Go ahead and tell out your answers. That's right. Worm's the character in this. Worm's a character in the story. Good. Now let's think about who the setting of the story is, or what the setting of the story is. I'm going to give you guys a minute to think. Okay, go ahead and shout out your answers. That's right. I heard some of you say at his house, and I heard some of you say outside on the playground or outside on the sidewalk and outside climbing in the trees with Spider. Good. Let's keep reading. April 20th. I snuck up on some kids in the park today. They didn't hear me coming. I wiggled up right up between them and they screamed. I love when they do that. So now he's being silly and he's trying to scare the kids. May 1st. Grandpa taught us that good manners are very important. So today I said good morning to the first ant I saw. Good morning. There were 600 more of them in line. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you doing? Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you? Good morning, good morning, good morning. That'd be really tiring, wouldn't it, to say hello to everybody? Think about when you guys come in the morning and Mrs. Harris tells you good morning. I'd have to do that to a whole lot of people, and that would get really, really tiring, wouldn't it? May 8th. Had the worst nightmare last night. Giant birds playing hopscotch. Mom says I have to stop eating so much garbage right before I go to bed. May 15th. I got into a fight with Spider today. He told me you need legs to be cool. Then he ran. I couldn't keep up. Maybe he's right. May 16th. I made Spider laugh so hard he fell out of his tree. Who needs legs? Look, he put the little arrow hat on so you can see, or he put the little arrow hat in there so that you can make him laugh. Looks like he has an arrow going through his head. May 28th. Last night I went to the school dance. You put your head in, you put your head out, you do the hokey pokey, and you turn yourself about. That's all we could do. June 5th. Today we made macaroni necklaces in art class. I brought mine home and we ate it for dinner. You are very talented. All right, so we're going to think again. Who's a character in the story? I'm going to give you guys a minute to think, and then you're going to yell out your answers. Go ahead, yell out your answers. That's right. Worm's a character in the story. Okay, let's think about the setting. What's the setting of the story? I'm going to give you a minute to think. All right, go ahead, yell out your answers. That's right. I heard some of you say at home, some of you said at school, some of you said outside. Those are all settings in the story. Do you have to draw all those settings for your homework? No, you just have to choose one. So just pick one setting to draw. June 15th. My older sister thinks she's so pretty. I told her that no matter how much time she spends looking in the mirror, Her face will always look just like her rear end. Spider thought that was really funny. My mom did not. July 4th. When I grow up, I want to be a Secret Service agent. Spider says I will have to be very careful because the president might step on me by mistake. It's a dangerous job, I told him, but someone's got to do it. July 28th. There are 3 things I don't like about being a worm. I can't chew gum, I can't have a dog, and all that homework. July 29th. 3 good things about being a worm. I never have to go to the dentist. No cavities, no teeth either. I never get in trouble for tracking mud through the house, and I never have to take a bath. August 1st. It's not always easy being a worm. We're very small, and sometimes people forget that we're even here. But like Mom always says, the earth never forgets we're here. All right, one more time. So I want you to think, who's a character in the story? Go ahead, yell out your answers. That's right. Or Worm is the character in the story. Okay, let's think about the setting of the story. Go ahead, yell out your answers. That's right. I heard you say outside or at home or in school. Good job, guys. All right. Now, this is what we're going to do. This is what Mrs. Harris thought you might say. Okay. So I thought you might talk about being outside and then them almost getting stepped on. So that's what that picture is. And then I thought you would talk about them being outside saying hello to all the ants. And then I thought you might also talk about being at home with his mom and his sister after he got in trouble for not being very nice to his sister. All right, so now it's your turn. You're going to go ahead and you're going to draw a picture from a character from the story. So, who is the character in the story? Don't forget to add your labels to your picture. And then you're going to say the character is and the setting is in a media recording. So, let's say that again. The character is, the setting is in your media recording. Good job, guys. I can't wait to see your work. And I'll talk to you soon, okay? Bye.